What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday morning live. I'm right in the middle of doing something, so join me over there. Do a quick sound check. I had to rearrange everything real quick because I'm right in the middle of working on this for a customer. Audio video good, thank you. And we're gonna come over here to where we've been taking apart, shimming and rekeying a couple of regular Defiant style locks and a profile cylinder. I did not have time to go back there and get my coffee, so after we get done with this, and the customer who should be coming back in the door any minute now, we will switch back to the regular screen to assemble correctly. I know y'all are already assembled, so shim shim shimaroo. I don't know why I got the shakes today. I realized it earlier. Maybe I hadn't had enough coffee. I hadn't had my cold drip yet. And those depths and spaces are hopefully going to work for this one. Let's see. Always have to key these carefully because they may or may not be. Feels like it's there. Let's drop a 2 in. The end cut, that 6 cut's always the problem too. Oh, looks like it's good. Let's just do those 2. Where's my tweezers? What the heck? Right. That is weird. Doot. Doot. I'm camera shots. I'm nervous. That's what it is. Y'all got me all shaking and stuff. Whew. Okay, that's good. So we'll go ahead and cap those 2 off, and if the front and the back are good, then I'm sure the other ones will be too. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Handling that Husker. That's so weird. I do shake a little bit. Please don't start throwing medical opinions at me, doctors of YouTube. It's literally probably because I've just been rushing in the past 10 minutes. It's been crazy this morning, y'all. Crazy. Like, phone call after phone call. Just warning you, phone call after phone call may interrupt us today. Why are you coming out? That's weird. How did you turn? Okay, so what was it? 3, 4, 6. Gotta check that 6 too. 4, 6. Feels about right. Can't really tell for sure until put the springs on it though, because it is going to be catchy. Got 2. No, yep. Nope, yep. Get. Nope. 3. Yeah, we do have one that's fussy in there. Maybe not. No, it's because see how shallow those particular springs sit down in there? If you tap it, it'll probably Yep. So I'm guessing these have to be applied for it to work correctly since it's pushing it down. Super long doodad screws, grub screws. How did they come to be called grub screws, by the way? Like, where'd that come from? Grub. It's weird. If this is catchy, we know it's 2, 3, or 4. Looks like grubs. Does it? Does it really? Yeah, that's smooth. We just got to get this thing screwed down and lubricated. I was kind of hesitant about this when I started it because we had 3 of them that were rusted up pretty bad. And this doesn't seem to be a new or too terribly old cylinder. I'll just put this on I'll put one of these on for a customer. Oh, what do you know? It's been maybe a month now. Had to order him one in a different keyway because it was quickset and he wanted Schlage, or his was Schlage and he wanted quickset. Can't remember which, but we did have some rust. Where's the camera? Focus camera. We did have some rust forming up along the screw, which that's just cheap metal. And when they're tightened all the way down like this, and you have get out of here. Sorry, didn't mean to blow in your ear, but there's a thing attacking the microphone over here. Okay, did we key these up? We did key them up, right? Yep. Okay, come with me, mobile comment section. Hi. What's up? Oh, look at this. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. It's beautiful. Wait. It's beautiful. So, we have plenty to use now. Bye, Chris. See ya, Chris. Hey, Chris. Bye, Chris. Sorry I missed a few of y'all who were only able to join in the beginning and took off, but let's go down to this. Come on, camera. You good. Get the light lit up. We're good to go. Let's do this, right? Y'all ready? Hold on. Let me take this. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all been ready. Y'all been here. You've been assembled for 15 minutes now. That's crazy. Lock. Lock force assemble. There we go. That one was assembled, so that counts. That counts. What's going on, everybody? Still got to put these two together, though. Microphone back up. Thank you for the reminder. I reminded myself. So here we go. Mr. Hogan, what's up? Got the light on. Turned it back up. Yes, I'm on top of the situation. Oh, whoa, no. I'm on top of the situation today. Maybe. I pulled off an intro sequence, which requires too much of my undivided attention for 3.5 minutes, I might add, especially when I'm trying to work with a customer. Let me snap this together for him.
What's going on, dude?
Hey.
Hey, I need to get 4 combination locks.
Like those padlocks?
Yeah. Please.
Okay, give me just a second.
What's the difference between that one and these down here?
What's that?
What's the difference between that one and these down here?
That is included with the display board, and we don't really recommend
That one you don't carry and these you do. That's it.
Well, that it rusts up too much on the inside. So
Okay.
we don't want it. Standard shackle.
I think that. How much is the difference? 2175 versus 2275.
These are new prices, but I can do them all for the 21 if you're getting more.
Okay.
So the 2175 was the old price. The new price is 2275. And I'm going to do if you need 4. And so basically, the short shackle got to be as expensive as that. But if you don't need the long shackle,
I would rather have the long shackle. Sure is easier, but I guess it's more.
it's more exposed.
It's
And
more
some
exposed,
applications need it, some don't. It really depends on.
Yeah, it's one of those things that somebody wants to cut a lock, they're going to cut it straight.
Yeah. And these are the solid brass, but that's really marine. Really, you don't really use it for brass shackles most of the time.
No, I don't really. So you've got 4 of these.
We got 2 of the long shackle.
2 of the long.
5 of the.
Of the short one.
Yeah.
Well, why don't I take? I'll take 2 of these and 2 of these.
Okay.
That's an interesting lock.
It's old safe head.
Yeah, I can tell.
Do you want me to set these for you?
I want you to show me how to set them.
Okay.
Please. Or instructions probably on the back, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'll go through one with you.
You just push it down and then turn it, right?
Yeah, put the little key that's included with each one.
Oh, there's a little key that's included. I see.
Yeah.
You got to hang on to that, huh? Where does that go in?
Goes in the shackle, I'll show you.
Oh, it goes in the shackle. Okay.
Once you open it, yeah.
A locksmith in my house, not in Jackson, come by and had to change the lock, and that jerk, it was okay in the end, but he changed my locks, and then lost. I had 4 keys that all matched, and he lost 2 of them while he was changing the locks. Now it's bad enough for a locksmith to do that, but then he doesn't tell me. He didn't even tell me that and I was like, there were supposed to be 4 keys. He was like, oh well, you're killing me, man. At least own up to the problem.
Yeah. So the little key there goes this way.
Okay.
You have the
see.
current combo you put in, which on these are 0, 0,
Okay.
0. So turn it to 0, 0, 0, and then take.
Can I see the inside of it?
Oh yeah, there's just a hole.
Oh, okay. There's just a little hole. Okay.
And then if the combination's not set to the right combo, that won't go down or it'll cause a problem. So make sure the dial's centered. Okay. Push it down, you'll hear it click into place.
Okay.
And then you set whatever number you want.
Okay. Well, here, let me go ahead and do it. Let's
Okay, so hold it that way. So put it on whatever number you want. Make sure the wheels are centered.
Yep.
Yank out the doodad, and then hope like heck it works. So crunch it
Hope
together.
to heck.
Yeah, that's kind of a hope to heck it works. Okay, now scramble it and try your code. make sure.
So scramble it and then lock it.
Yep.
Okay.
That worked.
Looks like it works. Let's see if it opens. So what's the difference between the ones made in China and the ones made in Taiwan?
American components, Russian components, all made in Taiwan.
American components, Russian components. Are you
Quote,
kidding me?
It's a quote from a movie.
Oh, which one is that?
Armageddon.
Oh, okay. I've seen the movie, but I did not
Didn't
remember
put
that
it
one.
together. Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, you got 9612 altogether.
Oh, you got your camera there in case you get robbed? Is that what this is for?
Nah, it's just a camera that's up.
Oh, okay.
I'm putting this in so you'll have each price separately there.
Oh, okay. Well, it's whichever. Doesn't matter to me. Do you have anybody that you would recommend working on an old doorbell that's not working? Electric doorbell, low voltage.
It's low voltage unless there's something wrong with your transformer. If there's something wrong with the transformer, that's when you got to tie it into the higher voltage of the house. So I don't really know whether that would. I don't think that would require an electrician. But I'm not an attorney either. So
I'm not trying to ask for an attorney. I'm just asking if you know
I would
anybody
think.
that does doorbells.
Yeah. Maybe just a general handyman would probably be
Okay.
able to knock that out.
Just thought you might know of somebody that does that kind of thing or likes to do it.
There we go.
All right.
Insert it in the
Okay.
bottom there. You need a bag for it?
No.
Okay.
All right, now where do I keep these keys? This is the question. It won't fit over the damn.
No, but I can give you a little.
Can you give me a little
key rings and
Yeah,
put them all
thank
on
you.
it? But if you put them all on it and lose that one, you'll.
Says the man that knows about keys.
Yeah, here, take another one just in case. That way you can at least separate two and two once you.
I've got a place to put them. I just wanted to. I'm good for now. I just needed a place to put this one for
There you go.
the interim. All right.
You good to go?
Thank you. All right. Have a good day.
You too. Have a good one. We're now 24 minutes into the broadcast and I haven't had time to do anything, have I? It's just crazy. What's up, y'all? Told y'all it might be kind of iffy today. I had a feeling. We got to finish, or I finished that a minute ago, so. Anyways, for those of you I missed who came and gone and, turn the light on. I'm on top of it. What's up, Fonzie? What's up, Brian Field? I'm not even going to try to go back over the whole list of comments. Go get coffee. Thank you. I've got Kim's special coffee here, but nothing's quite like the refreshing taste of a Mississippi cold drip stirred up with some Be right back. I'll take my spot. Come to find out, I had taken it out of the refrigerator approximately 25 minutes ago, apparently. Still cold, though. Mississippi cold drip. This is the Mississippi Mocha. Need a paper towel. I need a paper towel. Okay. Alright, got his done. Got that one done. Let me go ahead and put a ticket up for this guy. Got the door open and the AC on, door open to dissuade people, of course. Okay. Alright, Jason, get your crap together. You know, I don't have the stand set up either for the mobile comment section. But while I'm sitting here, Lawnmower Smith. I'm hoping it'll rain today. Come on, it rained a lot yesterday, but if it doesn't rain today and goes into tomorrow, I may have to do my yard. Kind of sucks. It's getting cooler outside, but another great thing about this time of year is the AC will be hopefully being able to be turned off soon. So yeah, 75 high, highs at night, 40. It's still trying to kick up. Typical Mississippi is like throwing out some humidity. Like, we may be cool, but I'm not gonna bend over and just let y'all have it free rain. It's gonna rain today and through Tuesday. Yeah. Did I spray that with? Yeah, I did spray that, didn't I? Make sure. Yeah, I did. Put that stuff in. I do have some antique locks over there that we got to deal with, and that's kind of part of it. I had one in here. I completely forgot about it. It had been sitting up there in a bag, and it was a nice lock. You'll see it on Instagram later. On the Insta later, but it's 3-lever, and then I have another 3-lever that we may attempt to do here in a little bit because I don't really have any other plans besides just say hey. I do want to do an administrative shout out real quick, both to Stewart XP and William Walker. Thank you. I appreciate the gifts that I got at the beginning of the week. Surprisingly, at the beginning of the week, didn't take his receipt. Come on, man. Appreciate it. I'll show you all those in a second. Y'all saw somebody saw them on Twitter. PB Swiss screwdrivers and then something I'll show you in a minute. Something funny. Hey, Ryan. William Bennett, what's up? I saw that you. Oh yeah, I got to get in touch with you. You're on my list of people to say what's up. I'll send you an email later on. I've got a lot of stuff going on this afternoon, so maybe like tonight. Because I've got several videos I have to film. What are y'all talking about? Baiting the deer. Oh, God. 77 over there in Searcy. Since you gave me the pronunciation, I had to totally twist it. Searcy. Hudson Valley. Yeah, doesn't New York jump from like one extreme to another though? Like y'all have a pretty short period of time between what is technically fall and winter. Wes, Night Owl, thanks for being here. Is Night Owl here? I thought I saw him at the very beginning. Yeah, you're still here. Okay. Me. Somebody, oh yeah, Night Owl. I kind of glared at you. Did you see me glaring at you, Night Owl, when you said Master 175? I saw that comment. It's glary. Okay, I see my name highlighted. What's up, Dusty Knuckles? What's going on? Dana Reed, Rune, as always. Thanks, guys, for being here. Y'all. Yeah. Definitely, that was definitely a square. I concur with the earlier comments when we had customer in here. I concur with that. No, some people, Wes, were responding to your earlier comment about telling them no. No. I'm not even gonna go. Yeah, go ahead. I'm prepared for that. Alright, that's as far back as I can go, realistically. Sunny day and sunny Cal. Southern Cal. South Cal. 25 Celsius. Dang you and your metric system. We don't know what a Celsius is. I'm gonna assume that's 70-ish. Give or take a degree or 3. So it is Saturday. Is there any difference between a quick set and Schlage's key change tools themselves? Probably not. Ken Nixon would know the answer to that. I still haven't even messed with that cylinder he sent me. Tool is the same. I would think it wouldn't be different. That'd be silly. I mean, it is quick set, but that'd still be silly. So what we have is this guy that we'll be looking at here in a little bit. Out of all these locks, 3-lever, except I did not. I'm chagrined because in the 15 minutes leading up to the live broadcast today, I was supposed to take a picture of this and email it to the customer to say which key you want, which key they wanted to use. And that's unfortunately, so yeah, you could probably mark antique locks because these are indeed antique locks, but it's kind of bowed up in the middle there, huh? Kind of need a little light tapping, maybe just a little bending, but the holes are actually wallowed out as well. Looks like whatever screws were being held in on this one. What I'm guessing happened is something's in the bottom of this, and when they put it back in, they were like tightened it down really hard, or the mortise cutout maybe is just too deep, and when they tighten it down real hard, it bent those two tabs in. But it looks to me like on at least one of those the screw did a breakthrough, so I'll probably have to ball peen that back into place. I don't know if we're going to get to making a key because, like, again, that's something that I was supposed to take pictures and get an answer on whether I could use, whether she wanted to spend money or not on it. But these were the 3 choices that I had. I don't know. We could guess 4, but some people actually like the cheaper Ilco, plain old metal keys. And then you have the 2 solid brass designs because it's got a small shaft. And I'm wildly out of keys right now. I've turned through some. But the whole point of this is when I made the thumbnail, I had just finished that 3-lever because I was supposed to do it all throughout the week, and I had forgot it was sitting in the bag until I got here today and realized he only comes in town on Saturdays, and he would show up at our posted hours of 10 o'clock. And so I had to do that before I was ever even able to get ready this morning for live. So I'm just winging it today. I hope everybody's doing well, though. Dusty down there. 100,000 was still without power. Oh, so your garbage situation down in New Orleans, that's serious. That's some serious shit right there. Damn straight. Ain't nothing like having garbage piled up. Ain't nobody coming to get that stuff. We may be in that same issue because our government's just screwing around with the contract. Jackson, anyway. Which we don't dispose of garbage in Jackson anyway. We don't have. We had a dumpster a long time ago that we all shared back there, but we didn't want bums and stuff out there all the time, like sleeping in it, so we got rid of it. We just take our garbage home. Chris Capone's still here. I thought you had to leave. Or was that another Chris that had to leave earlier? But thanks for still being here. Appreciate that. Locksmithing innovation, the holes and the temporary right mortise. It's deeper than the mortise itself. Yep. That's what I'm thinking happened, man. Just torque down on those little flathead screws until they blow through the brass. It's a good one. Going from 2 days to 1 is never good. Forgot what I was talking about. Lord. Even I'm kind of side-eyeing that, but we don't talk about on the trash deal. Going from 2 days to one's never good on the trash deal. Yeah. They were trying to minimize it from 2 days to 1 day here. And the company, basically our government, in case you're interested in our freaking garbage, I say our because our business is in Jackson, even though we don't utilize the garbage services. It will affect a lot of our customers and affect a lot of things. Yeah, it gets kind of nasty. Lowers values, it just makes it even worse than they're trying. But anyway, the long story short is the contract was coming up. Our government basically was like, we're gonna try to find somebody else, almost assuredly because it's cheaper to do. Like they offer a cheaper contract, which means there has to be cuts in service of some kind. This being 1 day, 2 days a week down to 1 day a week, and that is that kind of their old collection agency was like, oh, so you wanna go step outside, huh? And then our government was like, well, yeah, that's what we're doing. And then the other one was like, okay, well, y'all couldn't reach a deal, so you stuck back with us now. You got to take these terms. And then our guys was like, no, man, I ain't going to do that, even though the date's coming up to do this. You got to get it done. And then their guy was just like, whatever, dude, you can either take it or leave it and leave your people stinky with some stuff. And then our guy, I mean, this is almost a whiteboard opportunity, but we're not going to whiteboard that because I just went through it. So, yeah, I don't know how they turned into the Gambino family, but, that kind of thing. Now they're like, we're not going to do it. And, yeah, you are, or you don't. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Feel bad for the citizens of Jackson, though. Hopefully they get it worked out, though. That's all I got to say, is just get your shit straight. I don't care who you go with. Just get the service out there and keep it going. Sorry you got strong-armed into a deal, but you kind of stepped into it. Has issues with trash collection contractors for a year before the whole hurricane, and then when the hurricane, that's the whole COVID thing, and a lot of people are blaming that. That's pretty much the whole theory. We're waiting on a switch to ceasefire fiber business, and the city has to approve contracts. It has to approve the permits for each location. So now we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs. Apparently, ceasefire sends us around and twiddles their thumbs right now because the city doesn't want to work. Maybe they do 1 or 2 a day. And I don't know how many they do a day. I mean, how many new applications for business class ceasefire fiber could there be at any given time to cause enough of a backlog? I guess it's the same inspector that has to inspect everything. It's probably like one dude with a clipboard and a pencil behind his ear walking around. Okay, I'm going to do this. One thing I have noticed that's funny is they don't do it like we see somebody, for instance, with the city coming doing whatever building inspection, and they come to one business, right? And then they disappear for 2 weeks to 2 months, some period of time, and then they show up again, and it's like, so you wasting your time when you could literally schedule to do all these in a row. Now, that makes common sense, right? I'd be like, hey, we can just on 1 day knock out all these permits for this whole street. But no, they're going to come, look at one, go all the way across town, look at another, and then your other one will get rescheduled. That's exactly what's going on. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, I tell you. Mafia owns garbage service. It may very well. Have y'all ever been to a dump? Post in the comments if you've actually physically driven into a dump. Let me know, because I have several times. And guess what? It's nasty. It is nasty. Hadn't in a long time. It only takes 1 or 2 times to go out to the dump before you don't want to ever go out to the dump again. You've been to the dump? Ooh, yeah. Call getting paid by the hour, Jason. I'm out of combination padlocks, y'all. I feel a sense of loss. 60-minute lock and key, Detroit. What's up, Garrett? Thanks for joining in. I appreciate you being here. go to the dump too. You always get a flat tire when you do. Yeah. I don't like going to the scrap metal yard either because of that. It's very, very dangerous. Had to haul your trash from church to school many times. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you live in an area where you don't have another choice and besides whatever won't go into a burn pile, most people in farther out areas where they're getting a collection of services that a city provides, like county folk. I remember my days and days and days of staying down at the whatever you want to call it, survival camp. Hey,
How you doing, sir?
good. Got you ready here. Did you need any more copies of keys made, or you good on that?
No, sir. We have enough, please.
Okay.
That's it. How much is a key made? How much are keys?
$250 each if you want just a plain brass.
I think he's got. I got one that she got, man. But that's hopefully that's enough.
Just check and make sure you got your. All you brought here was the knob, inner knob.
Which one?
That one. Okay. So you left all the screws at the back. I'm not seeing them there.
Yeah. Some of them.
We need to put these together so they don't disappear in there.
She had 3 keys, and I can't stand it. Give me 1 key for all the doors.
Yeah, it makes it fumbling around
Yes.
with keys. It's actually
Yes,
dangerous.
but-
It's dangerous and you can't get in your house quickly.
Right. At nighttime, you're fumbling around trying to figure out which key is which. I said, no, we just take them.
Alright, we got $37.80 for the total. You can tap it right in the center and it'll pick it up. Should. Let's see. There we go.
This technology is moving at the speed of light.
Alright,
Thank you,
you're
sir.
good to go.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a good
God
day.
bless and be safe.
Alrighty, have a
Yes,
good
sir.
weekend.
Yes, sir. You too. Thanks again.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You always get that little slimy bit that hardens into like a crystal, little sanitized, little crystal, thing. And that, has a little bit of glue trail on the end, a little goo. It's like hard and soft at the same time. Ugh. Take a sip of coffee. Whew. Don't sanitize and drink coffee immediately afterward. So long story short, going back to the very beginning of all that, was we were gonna make a key, but we're not anymore, unfortunately. But I did video, even though it takes a little bit extra time to do and deal with. I videoed the 3-lever this morning. I think it turned out fairly well for a 15 to 17 minute video, I'm guessing. So yeah, that, and then I've got to do some filming after the broadcast. And I've got a motorcycle coming in. I had to tell them between 1 and 2 because I couldn't leave y'all to go work on a motorcycle and make keys for a Suzuki. And yeah, coming in on a trailer. Got to check the paperwork. Apparently they have the paperwork though. So it was actually the same one that was supposed to come last week. Apparently this is a group that works on bikes. So yeah, I had to tell them to come in at 1 because I couldn't take it. I would have left y'all stuck with me going in and out for a good 30-40 minutes. It's just not fair to y'all. So I probably won't be making a video now. I'll ask the dude if he cares. but it'll be on a trailer in the middle of the street. So I hate that. Can I wear the body cam? I mean, I could. I don't know. I'll ask him. Some people are like, no. No. Plus, then they go and stand within view. Yeah, that throws it all off, too. It's like, okay, well, here, just go back. Get away from the bike. Get away from the trailer. But I didn't do it last week because I left those motorcycle tools in my truck, and I have them again. Yay! Yay! It was definitely the fuel pump. Strap the GoPro to your helmet. I need to wear the helmet. I need to wear a motorcycle helmet while I'm working on your thing, or a hard hat. Yeah. I mean, why are you calculating? What you calculating for? Stop it. It's okay. Stop it. It's just, okay. Calculator wants some money. There's a trash recycling. What's up, Kevin? P. Woodfine. I never said hey to you. Zach, what's up? How far behind am I in the comments? I'm not. Okay, I thought I was. Still talking about going to the garbage. Oof. Hold up. That's what happens when the door is open. Okay. It knows. There's been one in here for the past 2 or 3 days that I've been trying to. I'm gonna put it down here. Quick draw. That I've been trying to kill for the last 2 or 3 days. Tennis. Fun tennis. Let me make a video. I rigged an electric fly swatter to electrocute myself every time I killed a fly in retribution. Kim got up there the other day and killed like 9 of them with it. She probably wore the batteries out because all I heard for a solid 30 minutes was pow, 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 because she'd sit and hold it on. She'd sit and hold it on there and it would like do this little dancing thing. Pretty interesting. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that anymore. Jason area is really cool. We get a lot of antiques. On the East Coast, oldest lever lock was 1500s. We do have a lot of antiques, but I'm getting a lot of them mailed in because of YouTube. Like that one over there was mailed in as part of a bunch of other ones. We'll look at those other two since, like I said, lack of better things to do. We'll jump over here to the other camera real quick and check out these other ones. I don't know if they were all in the same cabinet or not, but where is the camera I'm looking for? Right there. Hey, bam. And mobile mic, of course. We got to jump over to that. And we've got mobile mic going on here that, believe it or not, it's staying at 200%. It's amazing. All right, we can do this screen instead. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's just move this over a little bit. There we go. All right. Hey, no. Oh no, there's paperwork going everywhere. Oh, so I met a local guy yesterday. Him and his wife came in. They're a locksmith. He's been a locksmith over in Vicksburg forever. And he's actually trying to sell some of his stuff. So he was interested. He came in just to introduce himself and let me know if he was trying to sell pretty much everything that I have. Just bunches of latches. Cylinders, key knob cylinders. He's got a bunch of inventory there's time for him to get ready to get rid of. So if somebody out there in the U.S. obviously, because it's all U.S. locksmith. Like older latches, it's talking about like Weiser, old stuff. I don't know what kind of value he's placing on it or what you should offer for it, but if anybody's interested in buying that, of course shipping would be a problem. Let me know by email, but this all came in as part of the whole, I don't know if these are all off one cabinet or different cabinets, but two of these, they requested that the keys be the same, like that. All right, so luckily I had one that I'd messed up on another job. This is, oh, focus, focus. Come on. So this was a mess up. I went too deep. Yeah, once you go too deep, you're pretty much SOL. So you set it aside and hope like heck you can use it for something up. Still needs to be cleaned up. Ooh, hey. Still needs to be cleaned up a little bit right there and kind of finished, but it does happen to work both of these. So we're gonna offer this to her at the old price, because this technically all I gotta do is finish it. I did have to go up on the pricing on these guys because I do have to put a big order in again because I'm just literally out of all of them. Again, this lock will be a 3-lever guy. This is pretty much the same thing that I made a key for this morning, and he came in and picked it up right before live started. So, this is going to be a 3-lever. Literally, this is like a miniature version of what I did this morning because I forgot to get it done in time. So yeah, that one's close, wide enough. This one would work as well. It's a cheaper, oh, focus. It's a cheaper blank. Pretty sure it'll work. Yep. And then this one, which is a pretty cool little key. And I don't get many cabinets in that I can use this guy on. And this might be one, even though it's a pretty slender fella, but it'll still work fine. Unfortunately, it's pretty long. The wood, it's going to be sticking out quite a ways, because like the wood would probably be, unless it's a oddball, but most of the time the wood's like this. So I have a longer shaft sticking out, whether compared to that. So it really depends on how she wants to hang the tassel, right? And then this guy actually was in there too. And this guy's a little unusual. I'll go ahead and show it off real quick. Just to cover the lock portion of this, right? Well, we've already done that. We did that before it even started. I already covered the work version of this. You could have literally just goofed off the rest of the day. Round base, typical, had a code. Code did not, can you see that? You can't see that, can you? Boom. Something like that. Not something like that, but for sure that. And very unusual to see a 1043D as in David key being used on that. So when I pulled the code, there was like, I want to say 3 options. And I didn't believe this one at first. That was one of those things I look at and go, no. But sure as hell is. And you can see the typical, being exposed on the front of a cabinet. And I had a lot of trouble with this one. The first time, because I cut it to depth, right? I cut the key to the right depths as per my accurate code machine. And the key was, like when I turned it this way, it worked fine, but when I went to unlock it, which is kind of important, I had to jiggle it. So I was like, dang it. And then I went and I did the same thing, but I cut them light. I cut them, instead of it being 2.5, I cut it at, or instead of it being 2, I cut it light so that it didn't, so that it worked. Sorry, I got somebody in my spot. I don't know if they're coming in or not, but anyway, long story short, cut it light and they actually worked better. So those are all done. Just the 3-lever lastly. And I think these guys are going to try to bail on me. Let's move the camera back over here. Nope, not that one. Yep, that one. Nope, not that camera. Dang it. Hey. Shoe shop's not open today. Or you can go look yourself. Back to the desk mic. I don't know. Which one do you think she's going to choose, y'all? Think she's going to go brass? You think she's going to go the ring key that's already dark bronze color? Or do you think she's going to go metal key? I'll update the comments at the end of the live once the comments resolve. Which they've been resolving very well lately, I might add. Like usually you had to wait like 10 hours for it to resolve. And I'm going to knock on wood because that'll probably mess me up. But here lately they resolve like immediately, which is awesome. Because I can go watch myself talk for 2 hours. I'm thinking because the other one's dark bronze, I'm thinking she gets the bright brass. I don't know. I may be way wrong and she may just go for the cheap option since she has 3 different keys. She's expecting $40 a piece. But the little disc wafer lock is only going to be like $18. So she may go with the fancier key. I don't know. Shoot prices at her and let her decide. How you going to poll us without a poll? You know what? That is so totally right. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I know y'all answer, but it makes comments come up. Let's do that. Do a poll. We'll just see. Official poll. Oh, we've got to throw a poll in there, right? Which key will they choose? Yeah, we're going to go brass. We need 3 options. We're going to go dark bronze. Sorry to make y'all type it all out. I should have just done this to begin with, right? Steel. Not really steel. It's not really steel. It's like, you know, fake steel. Whatever you want to call it. Cheap metal. Pot metal. They call it, what do they call it in the Ilco catalog? Milled. I think that's the milled. No, malleable iron. Oh, which one do they call it? I think that one's the malleable iron. Malleable iron. Malleable iron. Whatever. But we'll see. I think that's what it should. Milled. No. It's milled, not malleable iron. No, milled. Yeah, that is ML. Malleable iron. Whatever that means. That could be anything. Literally, that could be anything. Malleable iron. Malleable iron. Potato. You call it junk. Exactly. But some people do like that. I could have guessed. Some people do like the malleable iron look to their keys. I'll definitely, because that's, besides making keys for a motorcycle, which I'm sure that dude's going to show up right at 1 o'clock. That's the only other thing I got to officially do, but I do have to film a few segments of videos. We got to look at that plastic core. I know y'all are excited about that. And I do have to place a big order come Monday. Ooh. Sweet. Okay, what was the results of the poll? I had plenty of time to do it in poll. If you didn't, too bad. What are the results? Poll. Dark bronze. Everybody's going with the dark bronze. So 50, 20, 20, 50, 30, 20, 55, 30, technically 55, 30, 15, whatever. Dark bronze. That's the least likely one, I think. That was like 3rd on my list. I'm guessing bright brass, And if not, the price difference would make her go steel. Now those keys come in. Yeah, dude. So we've got got a in queue another unboxing. I know y'all just watched one, but literally we've had other stuff come in. But we got some new colored key designs. I posted them on the Insta at Fonder and Lock. I think. But Born to Ride and the Eagle Liberty, which was made in Mexico. It's just like, what the heck? Yeah, see, lock and key. We don't come out and do that. She didn't say what kind of car. And I didn't lead her into it. It was almost like I was waiting for that to ring. Yeah, see, lock and key. We're in Fondren across from Walker's Drive-In. Alright. For what? Your car key? No, man, we don't come out and do that. No, ma'am, I'm sorry. What? Send me a book. Okay. I will check it after the feed. I want to stress my computer out. I'll go check it now. A book on what? So far we have Master Key. Okay. I'll have to check that out. Dear Lord. There's been some articles on Master Keying that I wanted to read during Jason reads, but you know, it's just somewhat boring to literally read. You gotta have the fight. You gotta have the juicy fights. I'm sure there's no juicy fights in that. Ken Nixon. I don't know. I haven't seen him today. I haven't been paying over much attention to the chat, unfortunately, but no, I have not seen him. Speaking of whiteboard, yes, I wanted to go back to William Walker. So I don't know how I feel about this for that, but I can feel I can feel it. The only problem is you can't really throw colored chalk, and for some reason things end up flying around here. So you know, that's funny. Thank you for sending this, William. I appreciate it, but I have a feeling one day soon this might come, but I'm not sure how I feel about the whole like black square right there up front, if you know what I'm talking about, compared to like a white what's there now. But that does not mean I won't utilize that, because I have a feeling if not for that whiteboard, I will use it definitely for another area of the. She better be going to get cookies. I'm not even going to go look because it really doesn't matter. So don't eat it. And Kim is not going to let me play with chalk. That's another thing. On a true chalkboard, that's one of those sounds that really gets people, you know. And I don't know necessarily whether or not I would find a use for it, because the whiteboard is just whiteboard. It's white, and it just looks better up front than I think a black colored board would look. But it still may get sprayed one day. Obviously, we need a new whiteboard, so one day we'll have funding for a new whiteboard, and it'll be a glorious day. Whiteboards are expensive as hell, y'all, especially a big one like that. So Kim will not let me play. Just drag it down on a laugh. Everybody shut up! Frank control. I know. I'm trying to keep Frank down. She's back. She's leaving. And then that chalky, you can always see that's what I'm talking about. But you know what, Wes? That would trip out that crazy, that disturbed lady. Sorry, I didn't mean to disparage anybody, but there's a disturbed lady that walks around that actually found a piece of chalk and drew out some patterns on the sidewalk one day related to the global crisis, and that had countries, and I don't know. I watched her on video. She could see her just on the edge of the video once she did it. I kind of expected it to be her when I were to see who put chalk on the sidewalk. So I feel like if I do that, that would like set her off, and yeah, I'd come in and there'd be like counter theories to my whatever was there. So yeah. And we do have 2 new ones that showed up just a few days ago. One of them came stumbling in here in the rain, threw her arm up on the counter like she owned the place, just like this, and decided that she wanted to take a break in here while it was raining, but she wanted something done with her shoes. So I told her, no, we don't do shoes, that's next door. And then she did want to leave, and we were like, okay, next door. Oh, wow, gotta act like that. Yeah. And then has walked by several times with her boyfriend. They just got out of the hospital. So yeah, if I ride on the sidewalk, it'll have to be around the corner. Have to definitely be around the corner. Speaking of fights, my last video mentioned you and Knipex. But you don't agree with me on Pack Out. If, you know, like I said during the whole Pack Out Red Toolbox series, the Pack Out is just, it's for some people definitely, and it's not for some people. I can see it if I had like a bigger truck where I needed to move in and out tools. I just could never fathom just using those on the daily. But yeah, this thing is the best thing ever. I swear, it's getting even more beautiful as the days go by. But I do have a short coming up in another 2 months. 2 months from now, I'll have a short where I changed out the wheel on my cutting wheel thing. I got to wait 2 months for the brush to wear down again. But yeah, 1/2 inch shaft, 3/4 inch shaft, clump. Just pressed down on the top of it and took it right apart. Best things ever. I did have to excavate a piece of aluminum. Aluminum is the worst when it gets under your skin. And I had a piece the other day. I'm not going to do it because it's so tender. But yeah, this has gotten a few splinters out, but it wouldn't get that one out. Anyway, best $30 ever spent so far. Speaking of, I won't do while I'm thanking people. I'll show you this. We are going to have a screwdriver video coming up. That's one of the things that I hope to get filmed before the end of the day today, before I have to get out of here. But thank you, Stuart, for sending me these, and it will be the feature of the next video. And you know what? I've done a lot of stuff where I'm like, ooh, this is a new tool day, where I open it up, and this came in Monday. And as you can see, it's not shiny and pretty anymore. I immediately put them to use because that same day I had just gotten back from a job and I was like, ooh, mail guy came. I had just left a job where I had to use this screwdriver. Ooh, no, stay right there. All right, this was my normal one. It had disappeared. Turns out it had fallen under my seat and kind of was hiding from me. You know how they do that. It was like hiding from me under my seat. And I couldn't find it. find it, and I was like, that's okay, because Stuart sent me PB Swiss tool, flathead, and Phillips head. Now I do have some interesting things to comment on about these. Which will probably be the main focus of the video. Why for out thou, coming up with the title for that video. Why for out thou for? What the for? That's great. So stay tuned for the next video coming out. PB Swiss, what the for? Swiss head style flat tips. Now, I have been using it. It's already kind of, I've been prying, and I am totally waiting for that to break off. Like, there ain't no way, because I had to do, in fact, in one of the videos, the picture will be me popping a faceplate out. You know how in aluminum storefront doors, the faceplate's tight, and look, it's a screwdriver I can beat on too. I hadn't had too much opportunity to beat on it yet, but we'll see about that end of it. I don't know. Went right to use. I mentioned I've never been fond of the hex shank, but that's okay. But yeah, it's designed to beat on it with a metal tip on the back. But as I was prying out that aluminum faceplate on an Adams Wright style MS deadbolt type thing that had been on there for probably 20 years, it was on a shower. Believe it or not, it was an Adams Wright storefront door that was being used on a shower at a fitness facility. So full view into the shower. I don't know, it's a weird area, but I was popping that faceplate out, and I was kind of like, oh, I don't know about you. And I'm looking at it right now, and it almost looks like it's a little bit twisted. So I don't know if I already killed this or not, but thanks for sending them, Stuart, because they definitely came in handy. And also, the only other thing is when I'm back pocket carrying, like I do, at least with the Klein, I can feel the difference in the size of the body. These are exactly the same. These, I kept pulling out the wrong one until I maybe just start running my finger over the back of it. I'm getting used to the feel of that metal, like being able to tell the difference by doing that. Maybe that's the way to solve that problem. But otherwise, they're exactly the same. Very slender. I like how slender they are. For sure. And then going back to the wear out. So it's the Saga. The Saga is on the Wera Phillips. I would love to be able to compare the PB Swiss to the Wera, right? But getting the #2 Phillips with the gold tip has been an experience beyond belief. I don't know why. It's just me. Beyond belief. I even accidentally ordered from electronic inventory online through eBay because I didn't pay attention to the seller. And they pulled the same thing they did with the Nipex fiasco by saying there was a 5-day handling time. But they mark it as shipped. They're so not right to do that. So finally I ordered it from somebody else. It won't be here for a few days, but I am going to finish the video on the PB Swiss versions. And then we're just going to have a big old fight out over which one literally is best. I will say, Rune, you know, it's a thing. I'm not fond of that handle. Wes pretty much called it. I hadn't used it enough yet, unfortunately, to say whether or not I like it. But I did use them on that antique job to take stuff off. Not this one, but the other one. And I don't even know where it is right now. Oh, here it is. See this one I used? Yeah. I mean, it did its thing. It fits flathead screws really well. Of the small size that you would find on antique locks. I don't know how I'm going to pull all this different videos off. I got literally every screwdriver in here. So, screwdriver video. Yay! They're great with the handle. But so it's been such a fiasco with the number 2. And maybe some of it was my doing by order, by not watching what I was doing when I was ordering and who I was ordering from. But it's been such a fiasco getting that number 2. I don't know how much of a fiasco it was getting the PB Swiss. I liked Harry Epstein for sending the twin grips, which I still have yet to use. I'm going to sell these to the highest bidder because they're still totally unused. I don't even want to get the handles dirty. Still haven't used those at all, and that's because they sit in the truck. I've done more with the extra small than I have that guy. I'll definitely buy the extra small over. I'll definitely buy 2 extra smalls over 1 twin grip. Even though you don't really need to keep them in different places because literally it stays with you throughout the day. I can't say enough about that thing. Knipex, support us, help us out, send us samples so that we can talk about them. You have trouble with number 2, remember. Your most favorite standard screwdriver, 3/16 crescent with 6.5 long shank. I don't like the longer shank screwdrivers because they fall out your back pocket. Can't put them in your back pocket. The handle is for metric people. What's up, Tugboat Girl? Thanks for joining in again today. Peter Fox, I do like their slotted Posi-Drive combo bit on industrial control cabinets. Used to wear on a Kava Simplex 1000. I still have a 1000 video. Somebody requested that. If you're here, trust me, I saw your email about the Kava Simplexes, and I that's kind of one of those back burner videos that I hadn't gotten around to because I wanted to do it a certain way. It'll be here one day though. It'll be here. I picked up a few PB flatheads. They were okay, not really better than we are. You know, I feel like what's really the best thing about them is I didn't have to pay for them. Thanks again, Stuart. But I do like the Phillips. Not so sure about the 4. I mean the flathead. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think I would go like maybe Klein flathead. I still say Klein's flathead cabinet tip is one of the best ones aside from the whole handle thing. I still pretty much over everything have decided I like it the best. So I may go with the mix of the PB Swiss, Phillips, and a Klein flathead. I can definitely tell those apart. Your Kaba is not clutching. That's the doodad in the little thingamajigger where you pull out the whatchamacallit and you move around the little thingamajig that turns the thingamajig. There's several thingamajigs. And then tumbler. What's causing it to not clutch? That would be the probably spring retainer. Somewhere in the handle spring, which by the way, I hadn't put one in lately, but every time putting in the spring, that I think that may be what has thrown me off. Is I've wanted to do a spring retainer video, but they are they're kind of a pain in the ass to do. You got to admit, unless you do them every day, switching out the spring retainer because you're always like, oh, I got to replace the spring retainer on a 1000. But you know what? It's been like 3 years since I've had to because they don't really break a whole lot. So that's not saying if you were doing it every day, then there's something seriously wrong, or you have literally hundreds to work on every day in a facility. But you flip open the little one-page sheet of directions, and it shows you the thing, and you have to hold it a certain way to match it up. It doesn't make sense at all. It's like, why do these directions show you holding it this position when your natural tendency is to hold it in the, I don't know. They're kind of an irritating thing to do. Here it is loaded with Simplex. Yeah. Hey.
How you doing?
Good. What can we help you with?
Gotta be Jason I'm talking to.
Yeah.
What's up, Jason?
Hi.
I got the bike.
Just told him I wouldn't be until after 1.
Yeah, I got this me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you want to go get lunch somewhere or something while you're waiting?
I'm straight. I just got through with 2 big, great tuna sandwiches. How about that?
Well, I'm working on a project right now. I can't have anybody just waiting around. So
What time is it?
it's only 12:20 right now. Can you go? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but I've got like a thing that I'm doing right here, and I can't be interrupted that way.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I can't. I don't have a wireless camera, and he's probably halfway down the street. I can run out there and read it real quick, I guess. Let me go look and see where he's parked. Hold on. That's just not going to work. That's all the way halfway down the street and literally in a box truck. It's kind of sketchy. Maybe that's all they had, but and I did get a Vassal. Somebody in one of those screwdriver comments said get a Vassal, which is where you hit it with a thing and it rotates like a, what do you call it, impact wrench. So I got a Vassal something or Megatron or something coming. It's on the way. It should be here whenever my Wera number 2 shows up. So literally a screwdriver I'll be able to beat on. So I may actually not do a screwdriver video until all of them show up, and then just do one big one. I don't know. I'll decide. Sorry, bro, but I can't break free right now. It's no different than being on a business Zoom, right? This is a business Zoom. Be right with you as soon as I can. I may leave early. We may have to cut it short today because I don't like people waiting that long. It's 40 minutes from now. 40 minutes from now. That's crazy. That's a long time to wait, man. An impact screwdriver. I can't wait to get a screwdriver that I can actually beat on. And I'm certainly going to use another screwdriver to do it, because that's what we do here. That is definitely what we do here. Remember what happened last time? That's another reason. Now, thank you, Dana Reed, for the reminder. I do remember what happened last time I left you guys alone here. It was not good. Yes, exactly. Hit that thumbs up. Gotta hit the smash the like button. Huh, is this thing working? No, I don't know. No, I don't have I've actually kind of copy paste. Yeah, there we go. So lame doing it. Yes, that's the guy with the bike, but he's down the street in a box truck. And while it only takes a few minutes to read with the whatchamacallit, I'll go ahead and get it out. We can do that, right? Pretty sure it's a Suzuki something or other. I mean, I could probably go out there and read it and be done in, 10 minutes, but it's going back and forth. Once I start on it, it's one of those things where I got to go get finished, and what if there's an issue? There may be an issue. And I don't want to screw up the rest of the broadcast for that. That's why I told them 1 o'clock. If you're out there listening on YouTube right now, I told you 1 o'clock, man. I'm doing this quietly. Haha. AccuReader. We were talking about these last week. I've got a Kawasaki one. I've got a, what are you? I've got a Yamaha and it's probably a Honda. The big three, Determinator, we were talking about. This was the thing that was in my truck last week. A1 pit kit for GM 10 cut right there. Yep. Don't often need that anymore, thank God. And then different Determinators and what did you call those? Easy readers? Determinator. I think there is one easy reader in there. in space and depth keys. Yay! So that's what I'll be doing. Is obviously as soon as I click the end button, I'll have to go out there and get in a box truck, which again is kind of weird, sketchy. Like, you don't want to see it. In case y'all don't know what this is comprised of. It's 4 on a magnet slides. One of them being the release slide that traps the wafer. And the key 1 through 7, I believe, on this one. And basically, you put it in. That's 7, 6, 9, 5, 6, 7, 6, 9, 5. 7, 6, 5, 4. And I think that goes 4, 3, 2, 1. You use a little angle slide to pull it each notch, and then 4. There's little depths on the. See how this one is one size and that one's a little thinner. So that's you use the deepest one first and slide it in until it says yes or no, which the yes or no part is on the key right there. Yes or no. And if you use the number 4 and it goes to no, then you take the number 3 slide and no, and then you just write it down. Sounds kind of weird, but once you do it a few dozen times, it actually works fairly well. So, yep, that's what I'll be doing here in a little bit. That's what I would be doing right now, but I'm not gonna worry about it. That's why I schedule things. Norika Suzuki is your favorite wrestler. Who? I got out of there watching wrestling a long time ago. Hayabusa. Yep, SUZ 18. Hopefully it's 18. I'm hoping that's what it is. I looked it up and it was a Suzuki 18, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, I get to climb into the back of a van. That's another thing. Kind of worried about that, but I can solve that problem pretty easy by going prepared. Pretty sure that's what I'm going to do anyway. Anytime I got to get into a box truck, hey, get into the box truck with a stolen bike. We're going to steal you and kidnap you and make you make keys for bikes for the rest of your life. Be like the scene. It would totally be like the scene, unless it didn't run. But if it ran and had gas, that would totally pull a Matrix 2 scene. Kidnap me, see what happens. Kidnap me and see what happens. I'll mess up the whole interstate system. News at 10. Yep, exactly. Well, only 8, but you just got to make those 8 count. If it's a Nipex van. It's like free candy, right? Not free, but candy. Ice cream van. Pocket women. I have not seen pocket women here. Yeah. One of the things that I want to do is get some music on the TV in case I do have to leave for some reason for short periods of time, so that y'all can at least have music. It was a good idea. Thanks for being here, Gumby. Have a great weekend. I appreciate it. I guess we'll go ahead and, I did mention earlier before he ever came in that I'll probably kind of end this off early. So, seeing as how I don't have really a whole lot else to do, we may actually end this whole thing early. I'm going to put these down outside. Ow, ow. I'm not gonna run another poll on it, but what do y'all want to lay odds on this thing not sticking on the concrete? Apparently, it's got super sticky. It's gritty too. Think it's gonna work? You know, some people feel about this. Make a hat out of that. I didn't purchase these, so I can't make a hat out of that. But I don't know how. I bought some cheap Harbor Freight ones and stuck out there, and they didn't last like but 20 minutes. These are supposed to be better adhesive or made to stick to concrete. But the only thing about this is that admits this is why the city hadn't fixed our curb or done what we asked them to, where they put in where we stencil a watcher step or whatever. It's because I think once the city does that, they acknowledge that there's an issue. Think so. Think that's why they hadn't done it, and I'm pretty sure there will be a notice about this after a few days. I bet you anything that they can't issue a permit for our phones or our internet system, but I guarantee you once those decals go up, within 2 or 3 days, there's a visit from the city asking where they came from, or just ripping them up, probably taking them up. That's how our city government works. Liquid nails down first. I thought about, she asked me, the lady who's in charge of Fonder, who brought them to me to put in because it was raining when she came. But Gorilla Tape, yeah, there's double-sided Gorilla Tape. There's a few options. I was thinking construction adhesive. I told her I'd put one down first to see how it did, and then if it didn't want to hold, then I wouldn't do anything. I'm just gonna stick it down like normally. If it gets super stuck down, it's not my fault at all. No, I suck. It slipped out. Well, it's too late. Y'all want to go outside and look? We'll go outside and look real quick. Let me take the microphone with me. Boom. Go on a little tour real quick outside as far as we can go. Because y'all missed a square, and it was my fault. I didn't show it, so we can't mark it, but he slipped out of the parking lot. I didn't even know he was over there. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to call that square today, because by the time I actually saw him, he was gone. Mic switch. And mic on switch. So we'll go out front. Too late, unfortunately, to mark a square, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'll tell you what, let's run the camera this way. Stay right there, camera. Hey, bright as heck out here now. Can y'all see that? That's good. Ew, hold on, camera. Hold on, phone. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. So anyway, that's what's going on outside. Can't believe everybody's being nice today about my parking spot. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and shift over to our disassemble screen because I don't want to bore y'all too much. And obviously I do have some work I gotta do, so don't blame me. It's not my fault. But I feel bad about kicking him out of the store for one thing. Most of the time I wouldn't care, but I didn't want him wondering what was going on. That's why I schedule things. That's why I schedule things. No, van still works fine. Just a screwdriver chip off coins. What y'all talking about, coins? Anchor to a piece of metal or sticker to it. And then anchor the metal. That's an idea, but I wouldn't want it to like stick up or I don't know. That would be kind of, wouldn't it be more dangerous? Construction adhesive might ruin the decal. Thanks for that. That's a good point. Could eat into itself, the decal, depending on how thick it is. Double-sided Gorilla Tape. I do have some of that, but it's like the clear version. I don't know if they're all clear or not, so I don't know. Locksmith's nuts. He's talking to himself. Yeah, the guy sitting up there in the chair. What the heck is he doing? Somebody would probably trip on the plate. Yeah, it can't be a tripping hazard. It can't be a certain color because certain colors mean different things. Traditionally, yellow and black is like a warning thing, but I don't know. We'll find out. I don't think it's going to stick by itself, so put clear glue tape over it. Glue tape. Super glue down to the floor and pick them up. Another locksmith in town who owns her, who has a front porch. She redid her front like sidewalk. It's not on the street like our store is. She actually has a little entrance into her store. And she has keys, like all, you know, not a lot of them, not like you would think, not like I would do. If I did that, it would go way overboard. We'd have keys everywhere out there. But I don't think the city would have been very happy about that at all. Lacquer over the top of it. And they're going to bitch about me getting lacquer on their sidewalk. I can't believe you did that. But I wouldn't do something like that because I have nothing to do with any of this, right? Right. Power wash the dirt off the pavement. That's a good point, firefighter. Just force stencil it. Good idea. Just tape it off every like year or so and just keep doing that over and over and I don't know. What'd you say? Dang it, Jason what? Dang it, Jason what? Oh yeah, that was that. Going all the way back on comments, I saw something about Gumby being he may already be gone, but him being a pyro. Fireworks. Mosaic. Yeah, New York. That's oh, I'm gonna pronounce it and y'all are gonna laugh at my pronunciation. What's the name of it? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Greenwich. It's pronounced Greenwich, but I call it Greenwich. Up there in Greenwich, New York. Or Greenwich subdivision. Or Greenwich borough. I don't know. What is it? Borough? Borough. Is it borough? I don't know. I know borough.
DJ actually said something really funny last night about
Oh my God, y'all. There was like 2 weeks ago, like groups of girls going to the bar or whatever, go by here all the time. I know it's Greenwich, but Greenwich Village. there were two of them walking here, and one of them literally said as they walked by my open door, "Why do you think I'm not as bangable as so and so?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" Just shaking my head. Some of the conversations I hear walking by back and forth, it just makes me just shake my head sometimes. Reminds me of that new TikTok trend where the girl's like, if you had me for 15 minutes, what would you do? Well, girl, there's a broom right there. You can go sweep the shavings on the floor. Be careful, don't get them in your skin. And go ahead and sweep off that, and just get busy. Just do something back there. Appreciate it. Thanks for the help. That's definitely exactly the type of video I would make. Okay, I guess I gotta go make a key for a bike, y'all. Wish me luck. What do you think to throw it out there? It's not worthy of a just get some last comments up here. Like, well, we do need to look and see. Hold on, I do need to look and see in the directions, because I don't know if this one is a 7 cut or what. But if you want to take a stab at the bidding, which is would be crazy for you to guess the bidding. No contest or anything, no wins or loses, but you can take a stab at the bidding now, and it is for this particular bike, assuming it is a Suzuki 18. I love how they're so finely, like they fit everything on this little bitty tiny piece of paper. So it's actually impossible to read unless you have a magnifying glass. Didn't I have a magnifying glass sitting up here somewhere? I did. I know I did. Hold on. We got to see how to work these things. We got to see if you already know what the space and depth is, which I think it's 7 spaces, 1 through 4, no max. So I'm pretty sure you can have a 1 next to a 4, or it may be 3 depths. I don't know. Now there are 4 depths, 4 through 7. So yeah, 7 spaces, 4 depths, no max. You could have a 1 next to a 4. That doesn't say that. I just know that. 1 through 3 on the opposite side of the key. 4 through 7 on the one side, and 1 through 3 on the opposite side. So this will be the 1 through 3 side right there. 1, 2, 3. Stops at 3. And then this is the 1 through 7. Technically, the reason they do that is because you can, as you're pulling it out, when it gets to the 1 from the head of the key, the actual 1 position, it's so wobbly in there that it's kind of dicey on decoding it. So let's see who this is. It's SE lock and key. We do, but we're booked up until Wednesday right now for anything. Take a photo with phone and zoom it. That's a good point. You said cut the grass. Exactly. Come on home. I'm gonna bring you home, girl. Here's a lawnmower. Start weed eating. Start weed eating. Just do this to get a rile out of everybody. Because those things, I'm not going into a cargo container truck without, for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and which mic are we on? We're not on this mic, are we? No, we're on the other mic. Go ahead and de-mic myself. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Sorry about the very beginning. We had work to do. Just join me here in the shop. That's the whole point of this thing, right? But I appreciate everybody who joins in on Saturdays. All right, now I'm ready to go out to a cargo van, and yeah, I'll post the comments. I'll post in the comments too. What was I supposed to post earlier in the comments? It was something else earlier. I can't remember what it was. Which key she chose. That's right. I'll post that, and then I'll let Pete or Steam Gadget, who are the only ones who guessed, know if that's it. Should I just Steam Gadget? Should I just cut that 3321324? That's it. It's got to be it, right? You had a mental connection. And Pete now totally opposite, but y'all both had 324. Y'all both had 1324. Oh, look at that. How did well, Steam may have seen Pete's thing. Did y'all see each other's comment? Steam Gadget, did you repeat the 1324? Was that intentional? I don't know. It was, of course. Okay, so it's got to be 124. So if I go and start reading the last 3 or 4 cuts and it's 124, I'm going to be like, yes! Anyway, thanks for joining in, y'all. Let me cut this down for just a minute. You know what time it is. It's that sad time. HK 45 Compact. The gun that I'll always have. Where'd the, because if you can't accomplish the goal with 45, you're not going to be able to accomplish the goal, really. Where'd my remote go? We lost the remote. There it is. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Lock forward! Disassemble! All right, turn the microphone back up so you can hear me talking. Sorry about the up and down volume, but that's just how it is. We'll bounce over to the end screen, and I'm gonna go make a key for a motorcycle. Let's put this right there. Put that back in there. Put the cap on so we don't lose it. I don't think I need these. Just a refresher. 4 through 7 side. Oh yeah, we'll need a. One thing I always forget to take with me is a whatchamacallit, a pad. Thanks again, y'all, for joining in today. I appreciate it. There's a little pad that I'll use. And lastly, a pen. A pen and a pad to decipher my findings. Thanks for joining in today. Y'all have a great one.